Thank you for choosing Yokogawa's AQ7275 OTDR. The purpose of this training video is to familiarize you with the AQ7275 and its operation. At the end of this video, you should be familiar with the physical interfaces of the OTDR, safety precautions when you use an OTDR, the layout of the main menu, how to set up the OTDR for automated test, how to set up advanced test, how to analyze the results of a test, using the real-time and average keys, trace zoom and using the cursor and markers, the use of the file menu, the setup and use of the macro function, as well as other functions that may be present in your OTDR. First, we'll review the top connections of the OTDR. Here you'll find the battery compartment. Spare batteries are available for ordering. Be careful of using aftermarket replacement batteries, as many will not provide proper keying to fit in the OTDR. Just in front of the battery compartment is the power input. Use the AC power adapter provided with the OTDR to convert from AC to DC. On the opposite side, you'll see dual USB ports. These ports will accept a memory stick, keyboard, printer, or provide remote access. In the center are the fiber measurement ports. Please observe the input limitations as specified on the label. If your OTDR only supports 1310 or 1550 nanometers, then the second measurement port will be blank. Some OTDRs will have universal connectors that can be changed in the field. This also allows easier access to clean the fiber tip. Now we'll replace the current connector with another type to best match our fiber. Take care not to damage the fiber. The OTDR is normally controlled through the front panel. You'll find a clickable thumb wheel for coarse and fine adjustments, a scale button to adjust the waveform display, a compass with central enter key for selecting and entering data, the setup key for accessing measurement and system configurations. Laser on and off control is done via the real-time and average keys. Power on and off. Hold this button in briefly to turn on or off the unit. The OTDR will power up fully in less than 10 seconds. Next to the power switch is the file key to access the file menus. The escape button will back you out one menu level. The F keys perform the action associated with the indication next to them on the screen. Not all F keys will function at all times. The menu key at the top will return you to the main menu from most levels. Occasionally, not all these keys will be active. When they don't, you'll get a warning message at the bottom of the screen. Before we begin using the OTDR, let's have a brief word about safety. Never look directly into a fiber or laser source. Be sure to have a fiber connected to the OTDR prior to using the average or real-time keys. Check the fiber to be tested for live signals. You may be required to wear some level of eye protection as defined by your company. Always attach covers on fibers not in use. This keeps them clean and protected against accidental exposure. Also, to prevent damage to the optics, always be sure to clean your fibers prior to connecting them. This is the main menu. Not all units are configured the same way. Depending on the options purchased, your OTDR may appear slightly different from this one. Selecting the F1 key will launch the OTDR function. The F2 key on this unit is associated with the power monitor. The light source is next at F3. Stored macros are accessed with the F4 key. Use the main menu key to return to the main menu. I'll select the F1 key and launch the OTDR. At this point, the OTDR is set to perform an automated test. For this training, I'll attach a test box with known events. In reality, you'll connect the fiber you wish to test. Pressing the average key launches the automated test. At the top of the screen, you'll see a flashing red laser on box whenever the OTDR is transmitting. Next to it, a meter will appear indicating how far along the measurement has come. You can watch your measurement progress to 100%. When the measurement is completed, a trace will appear on the screen. Several new options will appear next to the F keys. If you happen to connect a fiber that has a signal on it, an alarm will appear. You should follow your company's procedure on what to do when disconnecting a live fiber. This is a very dangerous condition. For more advanced controls of the OTDR test, just select the Setup key. The AQ7275 will normally show Simple, also known as Full Auto, for the setup mode. However, there are 3 other modes besides Simple. Selecting the F1 mode key will show you those options. Don't press any keys right away when you get to this screen. This is a very nice overview screen for determining which of these modes is best for you. By far, the Simple or Full Auto is the most common. For new users, the Measurement Wizard provides excellent help on understanding what each option is for and how to set it properly. Information appears on screen when each option is selected. The Detail mode is very similar to the Measurement Wizard, but without the explanations. There are also some extra definitions that can be set, like the Display Setup page and Power Save modes. Finally, there is the Multiple Wavelength Setup page. We've completed a simple full auto test and have seen the optional setup page of the AQ7275. Now let's review the difference between average and real-time measurements. The average key will take a measurement based upon the setup that has been selected. At the end of the duration specified, the trace will be completed and analysis started. The real-time measurement is for active monitoring of the fiber under test. The laser turns on and stays on. This can be useful correcting macro bends in the fiber run, measuring the fiber health, and overall monitoring of a fiber. You must turn off real-time by selecting once more. At the end of the real-time measurement, analysis will not automatically occur like it did in the average measurement. I'll select average once more so that we have some results to work with. We are now automatically in the event menu. From using auto mode, you'll obtain analysis as part of the measurement. A trace with table will appear on the screen. For a full table view, just select the screen option to go to List. The List view removes the trace but provides all measurement setups and more results on the same page. Events are labeled on the trace and their measurement data is provided. Analysis is critical for most OTDR users. Here on the trace list screen, you can see all the conditions for measurement are provided at the top. This includes what is defined as an end event, what the loss threshold is for a splice, the IOR, and even the duration of the test. Down below is the table corresponding to the events discovered. The first event is the connector. There are also a couple of reflective events and splices intermixed. The total loss is also shown on the events table. Combined, this page provides the information needed to evaluate the fiber span. Back on the trace view page, the thumbwheel will default to events. Any movement of the thumbwheel causes it to jump between measured events. You can go in and edit an event and the reference points of their measurement. This can also be done on a PC with the optional analysis software. Select the F5 key to change the thumbwheel away from event. Now you can move the cursor to where you want the measurement reference and set it. Zooming allows you to get a more accurate placement on the trace.